Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm trying to do a quick reading for you guys before I start my class. And when I asked what this reading was going to be about, what I heard is do not believe the insecurities trying to creep up. So the last live stream, we talked about how, a difficult cycle has just ended. You're out of that. Stay out of that. Excuse me. Stay out of that cycle. Don't go back there. Okay. Don't go back there, because if today's title is do not believe the insecurity is trying to creep up, that's telling me that something is trying so hard to bring you back into that space that you've just gotten out of. Whew. I would be like, no, thank you. I'm good. No, thank you. I don't want to join you there. Seriously. So, almost ready. Let me just pull from, I think I'll pull from this deck. Ooh. Man, yesterday I was knocked out all day. For real, all day. Literally all day. I only woke up to eat and then I'd knock right back out. And not even joking, knocked out in the middle of several conversations. Like, I can't stay awake. I hope you guys are doing okay. All right, let's see. Makes sense. These are all good cards. These are all very good cards. All right. So, awakening, like your awareness of what's happening in your life is increasing. As that awareness increases, you are securing a very good payout before summer even arrives. Whatever that payout is, it's going to ensure that your summertime, not last summer, but summer coming up, it's going to be amazing. Okay. That's a very good feeling that I'm getting. Right now, you're struggling with the process of rebirthing yourself. You're struggling with allowing yourself to go through whatever it is that you need to go through. That shifting in your thoughts and your perception of yourself. It's just a process. Let yourself experience it. Let yourself experience whatever this process is. Give yourself permission, and things will pan out. It will pan out for you. It might not feel like it right now. It might feel like you're stuck in some sort of perpetual loop. That's what the insecurity wants you to think. That's not the reality of what's happening. Okay? You are not in some perpetual loop. I tell you, you're not. How do you know? Because I know I'm psychic. I'm psychic. Okay, anyways, manifestation. You are in full control of what you're manifesting. That means if you're going to continue to allow your mindset to revert back to that space that you just exited, I know it's hard because that's where you've grown comfortable, in that space of struggle. You got comfortable there, right? Because there you can kind of read situations and have a really good understanding of where it's going to go and how it's going to end for you. This is something completely brand new for you, which is a really good sign. If you think about it, if all you've known for how many years is struggle and more struggle and hardship and more negative, more negativity and all of that, I would be very excited if I was in spaces that were so unfamiliar, because then that means it's not going to be struggle. It's going to be something completely different than what I've grown accustomed to. That's a very good thing. that it's a very, very good thing. It's a scary thing, but it's also a very good thing. So you're going to bring into manifest form the things that you allow yourself to call to you, the things that you allow yourself to touch on, um, to really just give permission to be part of your life. It's a homecoming, right? You are being invited to come home to yourself. You are being invited to allow what is rightfully for you, what is healthy for you to come home to you. Let it come home. Let it come home. Let it come home. Seriously, just let it come home. You're in the process of healing, right? This is a very intense process for some of us. For some of us, because we're approaching that 1221 portal. That's a 3-3 date, right? We're approaching the 1221 portal, and that is intense. I think that's why I was knocked the F out all day yesterday. That is an intense thing. And it's something that's taking you to a higher degree of understanding of how powerful you are over your life, over your journey. You got to let this process write itself out. Excuse me. I'm sensing something. Whatever this process is, it's almost like this sense of something outside of you is trying to trigger insecurities. Something outside of you is trying so hard to fuck with your psychology. Something is trying real hard to get all up in your thoughts, to get all up within your sacred spaces and convince you that you can't do it. I don't know what it is, but you can't do it. You won't be able to. You're not allowed to. Yo, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. I didn't say oh, I said ho. Oh, yes, he does. Yeah, no, don't listen to that. Don't listen to the things that are trying to get your insecurities to pop up. Let the insecurities pop up and you feel insecure, and who hasn't felt insecure at some point? Who? See? Sexy Jesus love me. See what I'm saying? See, look, I put it on the screen. I put it on the screen. I tell you, I don't lie to you guys. I don't lie to you guys. Sexy Jesus loves me. Anyways, don't let yourself believe any of the process that you're in. Any of the negative parts of the process, don't do it. Don't do it. We got the death card in reverse. Stagnation, slow changes, partial change, inertia, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. Mhm. Is it an accident or is it on purpose? I remember like one of my sons is absolutely a mini version of me. All right. We have the same attitude and everything. Love him. anyways, when he was like a toddler, I used to have this song for him, right? I used to sing this song. He's so fucking adorable. And I used to sing this song to him, and he would like he would dance like this, like a little drummer boy. And the song goes, "Who's my rough boy? Who's my rough boy? Who's my rough boy?" And then he'd be so tickled pink by that. He's like, "I'm the rough boy." He was rough. He was heavy-handed. All of my other children are extremely gentle, especially as toddlers. Very, very gentle children. Not that one. That one was not gentle. It's okay. He's his own person. Right. So one day, His brother, who was born right before him, is like my most gentle child. He's very, very just gentle. And one day, I don't know what happened. I I think he started wrestling his older brother. Oh my gosh. And then he got in trouble for that, which means I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you hurting your brother? He's so patient with you. Why are you doing that to him? And he's like quick to be like, it's accident. What the fuck hell was that, bro? You put him in an armbar. He must have been like 2. I'm not even joking. When I say like my siblings, my siblings are very deep into the world of like MMA and things like that. Like he taught my little ones um how to protect themselves. And so, of course, Mr. Rough Boy over there decided to put his most gentlest big brother into an armbar. And he said it was an accident. And I looked at him and I was like, accidentally on purpose? He goes, yes. I said, so you did it on purpose as an accident? He goes, yes. I said, so you did it on purpose? Yes, on purpose, but accident. I was like, I'm not laughing. And he was like, it's not funny. It kind of was, but he was adamant that he accidentally did it on purpose. That it was an accident that he did it, but he did it on purpose, but it was an accident because he lost control for a moment. It was accidentally on purpose. He wasn't going to lie about it. Like, whatever is happening, this is not accidental, you know? This is not accidental. There is something trying to convince you of something else, something that is not a part of the reality of your life. He's the one that so struggled with self-control, self-regulation. He's learned a lot about it. And I mean, I wish I could show you guys pictures, but there's wicked bastards that exist in this world, so I'm just not. But like if I could show you his little face when he said these things, he looked like a little Gerber baby. I'm not even joking. He looked so fucking adorable. um, but regardless, anyone who was in my family and had gotten a chance to hang out with Mr. Rough Boy, they all knew like, that one. That one is so fucking cute, but that one will fuck shit up. And I was like, that one, that cutie. That one, don't rile that one up. You could play with all the others. That one, don't rile him up. Keep him nice and calm. That was the family rule. That's the one you keep nice and calm. You see him starting to get riled up, you're just like, okay, you need to breathe. You need to breathe. You need to get back in control. You need to take a moment to yourself. We not having no happy little accidents here. Okay. This is not a Bob Ross show that's happening because it's not going to stay nice and calm. It's just not. So a lot of what's happening right now, something is trying to convince you that all of this negativity that's occurring, it's like trying to dredge up all this negativity deep, deep, deep inside you. It's trying to convince you that it's yours. Yes, the insecurity is yours, but this process is not yours. Something is trying to initiate it. Something is trying to instigate it. It's something outside of you. And it's not something that's being done accidentally. That's the sense. It's something that's being done intentionally. My guess is that you're exiting the reach of someone who has been so generously given access to you and they have absolutely misused that access that they once had. And now you're cutting off access. Things are phasing out and they're wilding out. They're losing control of themselves. They know that the era of access to you is coming to a close. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Hell fucking yes, it's coming to a close. That's a sentence. That's a declaration. Hell yes, it's coming to an absolute close. Abso-fucking-lutely. I like it. I like it. Get real fiery in your energy. Get real clear as to what you are no longer going to allow. Do not let any of that insecurity pop up, cause you to feel as though you're left unattended, unprotected, and all of that. Michael. Michael says, does that mean you'll allow me to do what is necessary to keep you safe these days? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Do it. Do it. I'm not going to stop you at this point. Do it. Whatever you need to do, do it. Do it. Full permission. Full permission. Absolutely. He says it will make it a little bit like dodgy for me. He says it will make it a little bit dodgy for a moment. I'm good at ducking and dodging. No, I'm serious. Do it. Do everything that needs to be done on my behalf. I can weather any storm. I can remain as steadfast as needed. Do everything you need to do. Do everything you need to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Give your life permission to take you to the places you belong. So that way, you can stop simply being in spaces that you struggle to tolerate. It's not soap. It's a crystal. Someone is like, is that soap? No, it's scolecite. I was talking to my class, yes, the day before, on Friday. And I was telling them and showing them my kilos and kilos of crystals. Yes, yes. Okay, anyways. Yeah, no, you're being brought to different places within your life. Let your life do it. Let your life do it. You got to get to a point where running is no longer an option. Running away from the things you need to deal with, from the emotions, from the thoughts, from the circumstance you've already lived through, but are failing to process. So long as you continue to fail to process what's happened, you will not learn what that event was trying to help you learn. And so long as you do not learn it, you know what happens? The event continues to repeat. So you don't need it to continue repeating. Do not believe the insecurity is trying to creep up. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Okay. Balance is being reestablished in your life. Let that balance happen. You are being reminded yet again that you are very heavily protected. You are very, very, very heavily protected. As a matter of fact, excuse me. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I have a huge favor to ask of all of you. Quite a few of you had already submitted this. But I'm asking again as things are winding down. I know I have not shared much of anything pertaining to the criminal case that was filed on my behalf, but it's winding down. It's winding down, and I'm asking all of you, if you have witnessed, if you have been personally affected, please go to this link, mevolving.com/Petrovic case and fill out that form. Let me and my legal team know how you have been affected. It's very important. It's very, very, very important as I attempt to make a legal maneuver that will ensure the safety of not just me and my family, but our community, our global community. This is a very serious thing. This is very, very serious. I'm taking all of the threats serious. Many of you are aware of the various threats that have been presented, right? Many of you are aware. What's going on here? Okay. I commented it again because for some reason it deleted the comment. So, for those of you who have already submitted information, and for your name, you could put your first initial and last name. You don't have to put your full legal name. I am very much about protecting the identity of those who are assisting by sharing their experiences. I am very much about concealing your private identity. Okay. So, and then you could put your email address. I do redact all personal identifying information before I submit it to my lawyers. I do that. There's a lot of shit that I have to redact because I'm not giving anyone's identities away. Okay. But if this is something that you have personally witnessed, if you haven't witnessed it, consider yourself lucky. Just don't, you don't need to, you don't need to. I'm not trying to just have a huge number of people, trying to corroborate what I experienced. No, I'm asking specifically the people who did witness, who have been affected, those whose names were mentioned in threatening emails, especially you guys. Submit that form. Let me know how it's affected you. Let me know. I want to give you a voice because no, no, you can't fuck around with my community and think you can shut them up, think you can shut me up. No, hell, motherfucking no, 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 absolutely not. No, no. Right? And this is how you need to approach the things that are happening, the things that you are going through. Do not give even passive permission. Absolutely not. Give no type of permission. The way you give passive permission for these types of things, oftentimes it requires you just being quiet and just allowing and just hoping that, whoever whoever is messing with you is going to be bored and move on to the next person. And no, that's not how it happens. That's not how it happens. Not anymore. This is not something, whatever you're going through, it's not something that you can just sweep under the rug. It's not going to be cleared by being ignored. You're not going to sweep this under the rug. You need to do something to clear it out of your space. It needs to be processed. You need to go through the things you need to go through, right? I think for some of you, you think that you cannot do this because the person has so much more power and influence over others than you do, and that no one will believe you. First and foremost, do you understand the gravity of the criminal case that I have been in for well over a year at this point, actively pursuing a criminal case? Do you know how hard, how damn near impossible it is to prove harassment, criminal harassment at that? It's damn near impossible unless you keep everything. I have everything. I deleted nothing. Not only do I have everything, everything is backed up on multiple external cold drives. Don't be afraid of what you went through. You already went through it. Don't try and erase what is happening. Create a little folder somewhere and tuck all of that away. Every single last thing, tuck it all away. Save it for a rainy day. Save it for when you're ready to fully address whatever monster is in the room. Save it all. Save it all. Document everything. The effects on my personal psychology, seeing how heavily I had been affected, but I had just continued to trudge forward. Seeing all of that as I'm having to provide evidence, factual evidence. It's like, damn, girl, you put up with all of that? Yeah, I did. I did, because there was still this part of me that felt like if I just ignore it long enough, it'll go away. I see clearly at this point that whole thing, and it's just a thing. I'm not going to give it any glory that it's seeking from me. It's just a thing. It's part of the process that my soul has placed me in to learn the gravity of how worthy I am of being protected. That I deserve that. I deserve to be kept safe. I don't deserve the treatment that I've been given for several years now for no fucking reason. No reason. None. No reason whatsoever. No. No, I didn't do anything. Can you prove it? Abso-fucking-lutely. All of my sessions are recorded. Every single last one is recorded and archived. Nothing is ever deleted. I can show you exactly how I conducted myself. I've never been inappropriate. No messages are ever retracted, unsent, or any of that. Nothing. And so now is the time for you to really take stock of what it is your life is teaching you. It's not just asking you to suffer. It is asking you through a space of suffering to see that this was never worthy of you, that you have always deserved so much more than the bare minimum you have allowed other people to regard you with. And here's the thing. Not everyone is going to agree with the value that you see in yourself. That's not your problem. You keep it moving. You don't suddenly start believing that someone knows you better than you know yourself. Mm-mm. No. You keep it moving. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You think this person has an alliance with someone who can help to destroy you? No. Keep all evidence. Do not delete anything. Document everything in a time-stamped fashion. Keep all evidence. All evidence. Renewal in reverse. Whatever this is, whatever the efforts being placed against you, it's not being allowed to be renewed. All of this effort that the person, whether it's an energetic being or another human being, all of this effort that's being placed to derail you, to cause your journey to go off the tracks, that's not energy they're going to be able to get back. That is not going to be renewed or replenished. Let them completely exhaust all of their resources. They're not going to win because you're not going to let them win. You're not going to let them win against you. This is about the sacredness of your journey. This is about you honoring the process that you're in. This is about you allowing yourself to go through the process of realizing just how powerful you are over yourself and your life. People will try, but what they do won't matter if they don't have your participation, your consent, right? They're not going to they're not going to make something magically happen that your soul is not agreeing to. And if you're learning things and you are beginning to grasp just how powerful and how sacred your journey is, I don't think your soul will allow someone to have further access to you that is unnecessary for your growth. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Tormentor is right outside my door. We have one of those, like, I don't know, like a Roomba thing, this automatic vacuum thingamer bobber, because we have hardwood floors, and that thing is like a tormentor. It always tries to enter into my office and eat up all the cords and everything. It's a fucking tormentor. There, it's gone. Okay. Anyways, expectation, whoever this is, whatever they're trying on you, their expectation is upside down. They are thinking that this is going to go in the way that it normally goes for them if they have enough of a tantrum, if they have enough of a tantrum. Yeah, no, it is absolutely a tormentor. What it like the other day, because I'm oblivious. I didn't realize I was in its path. I was like doing something in the kitchen, and it didn't just bump my foot because I have really skinny feet. Um it like hopped the curb. I'm not joking. It hopped the curb and was like it was trying to seduce my ankles and lower legs. It was like, I was like, stop. Yeah, it was just doing crazy shit until finally I picked it up by its grill. And I was like, you fucking bitch, get away from me. And I set it down, and it like did a 360 to look for me again. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. I was so mad because it hurt. Anyways, it was so disrespectful. Just so disrespectful. Yeah. 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 The other week, I found him stuck in my office. He was like almost flipped over because he was trying to kill the sandbag that I use to hold my mic in place. And then I was yelling, Daddy! He's in my office! He's like, oh, is that where he went? He disappeared for a while. I hate that thing. I hate it. But I hate dust bunnies worse. So we're just going to lock them out of the office. Whoever this is, their expectation of you is upside down. Their expectation of how this is going to play out, absolutely upside down. I'll go so far as to say, and this is my professional opinion, whoever this is a blithering motherfucking idiot. They're an idiot. Ugh. The fucking idiot is what it is. They're an idiot. Yeah, no, they're idiotic. It kind of just is what it is. Here, I want to show you guys this. I know I saved it somewhere. I feel like we just need a visual of how we should handle this, right? Just need like a little bit of a visual representation of, okay, I'm running out of time, girlfriend. Where are you at? Where are you at, girlfriend? Here you are. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's just gonna airdrop this. Oh my gosh. You know, if you didn't know me and you found my phone somewhere, you would think that I am attracted to women. I have so many screenshots of figure competitors on my phone. It's ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. And I'd be downloading people's workouts. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Look at this. Look at this. Yup, girl, right there. We want that shelf. Yup. And I needed to download it just because I was like, you know, I need to watch her movement a little bit closer because, oh, I downloaded something. Where you at? Where are you at? We wanted a. Oh, did I delete it? Shit. I got caught up looking at this woman's butt. Good God. Good God. My bad. Hold on. Let me refind it. I'm gonna resend it. There. We're gonna put it. Go ahead. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. There it is. I accidentally deleted it because I got caught up looking at someone's derriere. I'm like, I want a shelf too. Okay. Here. Here we go. Let me share this. All right, here goes. This girl. Y'all need this. Let me. All right. I was feeling this so deeply, I had to download it.
These days, all I do is.
Oh, Lord. I mean, it's really, do you have to say something about everything? Do you? Or, or can you just like.
These days, all I do is.
I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, her face said it all. Her face absolutely said everything that needed to be said without words, because sometimes words are too much for the dumb people. You know what I mean? The people who think they can keep getting away with the things that they're doing. Right? It's just one of those things. Now, whoever this is for you, they thought they could influence the outcome, but they cannot. They cannot. There's too much truth on your side, right? But remember this. Hi, Cherise. If you are not going to harness the truth, excuse me, it's not going to work in your favor. Just because the truth exists does not mean the people who need to be aware of the truth are aware of the truth. You have to be willing to harness the truth. You have to be willing to harness the truth by simply allowing the truth to be known, right? There's no need to weaponize a weapon. A weapon is already designed to be weaponry. And people who are averse to the truth coming out. They'll be like, oh, you're trying to weaponize this, you're trying to weaponize that. And I think that the only thing you need to do is be cognitive of the fact that no, the truth is just the truth. And the fact that you feel the truth is being used as a weapon against you tells me how much of a fucking liar you are. Like I've never had to do um questionable things to others. I've never done things that lacked integrity. Why? Because I'm dealing with liars and scammers. I'm dealing with people who are horrendous. I don't have to be that to show what they are. I simply have to use their own words, make those who need to be aware of their words, that they spoke those words. Yeah, absolutely. That's all I had to do. Was just like, no, actually, this is what you said. It's right here. What you said, it's literally right here. Line number 3, that part that came from your fingers. That that came from your fingers, right? Oh, dolphins among sharks. Mm. People often people often see dolphins as just, they're just they're just like cuties that are playful and, you know, um thank you for that reminder, Maria. Dolphins among sharks. Did you know that there is videographic footage of pods, hundreds upon hundreds of dolphins, um, coming and supporting one of the larger whales who were giving birth in that area? They came out of nowhere. I don't remember if it was a humpback whale, a gray whale. It's one of the large ones. It might have been a humpback. And she was giving birth, and um, that's a very, very delicate, very precarious circumstance because of the blood that is released into the water during the birthing process. It draws large predators, very large predators. And so it drew so many sharks. And the sharks, they really can't do much to the mother, but they can absolutely, if the mother's inundated, they could take the child, right? And that newborn needs to be kept near the surface of the water for a few hours after birth so that they could properly um, be rejuvenated, and then they can begin swimming alongside their mother. So what happened was she gave birth and the sharks were all there, and then came all the dolphins who were abso-fucking-lutely fucking with all the sharks. And they're like, what's going on? All the humans in the boats were like, oh my God, what's happening here? It's a dolphin clusterfuck is what it is. You have the capacity to do way more than what you realize. You just do. The fact that whoever this is, whatever this is, they're very they're very erratic. They can't even depend on themselves. They're all about intrusive thoughts and how those intrusive thoughts can be played out in their favor. The days of intrusive thoughts are leaving. The days of intrusive thoughts being able to be successfully used against you, those days are leaving. So this is where you need to consciously choose to not allow your own intrusive thoughts, these thought inceptions. That's a parasitic protocol. They will incept the thoughts. They will cause the insecurities to rise up. Oh, so okay. Michael says, show you my shirt. Whatever shirt I first touched in the closet was what I put on. It says, I don't care. See what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care. With my little deer and my little bird and butterfly. We don't care. What a fitting shirt. Have not worn this shirt in forever. It's a very fitting shirt though. Yeah, stop caring about those intrusive thoughts. You need to quiet them down and be like, "Oh, that's cute. Have a seat. I'm busy right now." Sometimes that's what I do to my intrusive thoughts. That's cute. Have a seat. I'm busy right now. I'll get back to you later. So, dependability. Dependability. You can depend on yourself. There are those in your spiritual team that you can count on. Okay? You just have to recognize the patterns that cause you to become so triggered that you push away the very people that you know in your heart you can depend on. Parasitic things are only efficient if they can isolate you. Parasitic things, excuse me. Parasitic things can only be efficient in their attempts if they can isolate you. That's a general rule of thumb. They need you to be isolated in order for their work to take place, in order for their efforts to be successful. Efficiency in reverse. Don't allow yourself to become isolated. There are people in your life who you know you can trust. And if you don't have that yet, make that a reality. It might take some time, but you're worth the effort. Okay? So don't allow parasitic attempts on you to be so efficient that it's successful. No, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not allow that. Okay? So the Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Ooh. So you have a very good idea of how you're going to travel through this period in your life. You already know what you need to do, but you haven't put it into action yet. I think now is a time that your soul is inviting you to take action. That entitlement portion, someone's feeling entitled to you in your space. Someone is feeling entitled to you and your space. You're okay with that? If you're going to be hanging out with me, I'm telling you right now, you better not be okay with that. You better not be okay with that. That doesn't make you a nice person. Allowing people to act upon their sense of entitlement over you, they are not entitled to you. Not even your parents are entitled to you. I believe this wholeheartedly as a parent myself. I have an adult son who I am not entitled to him. Every day that he chooses to spend time with me is a day where he is being generous with me as his mother. I am not entitled to my kids. They are their own persons. Whoever this is. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. They need you to be quiet. They need you to not talk openly about what they are doing to you. They need you to participate in what they are saying you need to participate in. Whew. Ooh. Oh my Lord, my intrusive thought makes me want to take my cup and just throw it at the screen because let me tell you, ooh, who the fuck is you? Uh-uh. Don't. I don't want to spend the money for a new laptop. Don't make me throw water on people. Don't do it. Don't do it, girlfriend. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm just, you need to wake up. No, 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 no. Allowing this type of behavior and access to you, it does not make you a good person. It does not make you evolved. It does not make you any of those things. Whoever told you that is a lying ass motherfucking hoe. Mhm. Yes. No, people should not have that type of access to you. Please. You know what you do? If there's a person in your life that's telling you like you need to be the bigger person and you need to this and you need to do that, um, you go ahead and you tell them. Well, Emmy said that doesn't make me a bigger person, and then she also said, "Fight me, ho." Mm. And if they reach out to me and be like, "I heard you said you wanted to fight me," who is you, ho? Who is you? Why would I want to fight you? Are you an asshole? You fucking with my community member? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because, baby, talk to me, I talk back. Whoever it is you're picking on, I got them, boo. Fuck you. And your mama, too. Your mom's a hoe. I would really say that too. I would. I would. I'd even go on video chat and say it to their face while looking them in the eyes, not laughing at all. I would. I would. Because, bitch, I'm not scared of you. Please, please, get in line. You don't like me? Get in line. Who gives a fuck? You think it's gonna hurt my feelings? Oh, because I'm Piscean? No, baby boo. I got Capricorn. Yeah. Yeah. My Capricorn doesn't care. Mm, yeah, because my moon. No, it's not just my moon. It's also my Venus. Oh, and I got Scorpio in my chart in a house that you don't want it to be in. So it's kind of like we extra don't fucking care. We don't. We hurt your feelings? Good. Leave my fucking community member alone. Okay. Cycles of growth, natural law, divine order, sisters of the seasons. Like, there you go. Cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Excuse me, divine order is being reestablished in your life. Let it happen. Generosity, receiving, withholding. Okay. Sometimes the most generous thing you can do for parasitic people is to just withhold yourself permanently. Don't allow yourself to be accessed. Do not believe the insecurities trying to creep up. Listen, hear me out here. Just because you've lived at some point in your life feeling so alone, so isolated, so unsupported, does not mean it is now your job and obligation to save everyone. It does not mean that. And you do not need to do that. Sometimes the most powerful, most responsible use of your power, your energy, is to leave people the F alone. Someone had told me that a person who has been mad toxic to me in the past has had such a negative detrimental effect on me. Someone told me that that person is needing to have like a very serious medical procedure. What are you telling me for? You think I'm going to give up my life, drag my kids around to accommodate this person who threatened me in front of my children? Like, that's none of my concern. That is something that they need to address. Whether they need to pay a caregiver, whether that's not my concern anymore. I will not volunteer for any of that. Am I happy? No. Am I devastated to where I need to uproot my entire life and family yet again to assist? Hell the fuck no. I'm not devastated. I'm just like, well, when you don't take care of yourself, knowing you have the conditions you have, I mean, eventually that type of thing happens and it just is what it is. That's not my concern. And see, the manipulative people in this world, they don't want you to have that logic. And they sure as hell will try and like villainize you for understanding what you should and should not participate in. Like those type of people be like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying this. Why can't you believe it? Do you know how many people I've given my life up for? Completely drop everything I'm doing. Some of these instances were very publicly documented, not for clout, but it became my entire identity, my entire life. Because for the first time, I have boundaries and understand I don't have to die for someone who would willingly let me die. Ooh, why should I be ashamed? I shouldn't be ashamed. There's nothing malignant or malicious in anything that I said. That is not my concern. It shouldn't be my concern. My community, many of the people in your life, and it's very unfortunate that I have to say this, many of the people in your life will not give you permission to get up from being the doormat they're so accustomed to rubbing their dirty shoes on. They will not willingly let you get up. Get up anyways. That is not where you belong. Get up anyways. I can't always help you do it, but it's my hope that you witnessing me get up and stay standing is enough to inspire you to do the same. Get up and stay standing. But Emmy, they're going to strike me down. And let people see them strike you down. Let them see it. Don't hide that away. Speak openly. Speak freely. Speak of the things you've lived through. This is a part of your learning. It's a part of the way you reclaim your power. It's a part of the way you go ahead and begin to silence the insecurities that tell you that you have to put up with that type of treatment, that type of behavior. No, the fuck you do not. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, you think about it. Sometimes people will say, but they don't have anyone. Yeah. Do you understand what you're saying? They don't have anyone because they treat everyone like shit. But you want me to volunteer to be treated like shit. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Right? You need to have those types of corrective conversations with the people who are so accustomed, just so super de duper accustomed to you being offered up as a sacrifice. No, absolutely not. No, no. These days, there are only a handful of people that I would do that type of thing for. No. No longer do I have loyalty to people just because of the sheer number of years they've been part of my life, the sheer number of years they've been mistreating me. And now I have to be obligated to you to let you mistreat me more. No, absolutely not. You took it too far the last time. When someone takes it too far, leave it there. When someone takes it too far with you, leave it there. Don't bring it back home. Don't carry it. Don't anything. Leave it right there. Far, far, far away from you. Leave it right there. Okay. The dragon's duel, inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. That inner conflict. You're conflicted because your insecurities are teaching you, telling you, trying to guide you back to the spaces where you've already been liberated from. Why would you go back there? You put so much effort to get out of there. Why would you willingly go back there? Don't do it. Don't do it. Instead, make the decisions that take you to the next part of your life and the next part and the next part and the next part. And let that part simply be something that's part of your history. And that's it. Not an active part of your present, and definitely not a part of your future. The diamond dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. When you can allow yourself to do these things, to exit out of those spaces truly and permanently, you become a diamond dreamer. You enter into a space of material wealth and true prosperity. You deserve that. You're worthy of that. You are worthy of that. You're worthy of having a good life, right? And some of you might be facing a situation where the person is treating you poorly because they have mental health issues. Those are their mental health issues, and allowing them to continue to access you and create mental health issues within you, joining them there is not going to fix anything. Now, I'm not saying abandon everyone with a mental health issue. I'm saying if you are being so negatively, adversely affected by someone else's internal struggles, and you are consistently being used as a whipping girl or boy, that needs to be rethought. That is just not. That's not what you're here for. It's not. It's not what you're here for. And I have enough courage to be a voice of reason for you. I am not afraid to tell you what you really need to hear. Okay. One final card, because I gotta go. I gotta teach my class. One final card. Oh, okay. Card number 9. Okay. Card number 9, the 8 immortals. The messages you've been receiving that are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self are from your higher guidance. The 8 immortals and other beings of divine light and divine love are guiding you. It's safe to follow these messages now. Doing so will bring you greater joy. Ooh, confirmation. Sometimes you may question whether you're in contact with genuine spiritual guidance or engaging in wishful thinking. Genuine guidance is simple, clear, and repetitive. When you ask for confirmation, it will come. The more open you are, the more quickly the confirmation can reach you in the form of signs, conversations, and serendipitous happenings. In fact, confirmation and guidance can be instantaneous and from multiple unconnected sources. Like the universe is playing a joyful, loving game with you. The guidance will be uplifting and helpful. Sometimes it will ask you to take a step that feels challenging. And yet, true guidance always proves itself in that it only asks of you what is right and just for your highest good. Everything that I said today is for your highest good. No one else benefits from any of these options but you. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing selfish about that. There's something very, very loving of the self, loving from the soul about everything that I'm telling you today. You deserve to have your peace restored. The guidance will be uplifting and helpful. Sometimes it will ask you to take a step that feels challenging, and yet true guidance always proves itself in that it only asks you what is right for you and just for your highest good. It always serves the highest good of all involved in any situation, no matter what our fears might be. It is good to be careful and discerning about the quality of guidance that you are seeking, but it is usually an easy task to identify when guidance is not of a higher vibrational variety. It will be judging of you or others. It will not feel right. Even if genuine guidance feels it is asking you to do something unexpected or something that feels like a real stretch for you, it will still feel right in your own heart to do so. But you also have to remember, when you've become so accustomed to the gaslighting, the self loathing that other people program into you if you do not do as they demand, it won't feel right because it will go against the demands of your oppressors. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. When you've become so accustomed to being treated so poorly that you think poorly of yourself, that's not good. That is not healthy. That is not okay. Genuine guidance, even when challenging, brings a sense of rightness and peace into your heart, whereas lower vibrational guidance or thoughts or wishful thinking doesn't bring you into a deeper peace. It simply confuses and confirms judgment. It isn't nearly as helpful. Sift through your thoughts and feelings to come to the genuine guidance, excuse me, and true spiritual knowing within you now. You can call upon the eight immortals and any being that loves you unconditionally and trust that you will receive quality guidance. Do what will help for you to be still and connect with your own heart, which contains great wisdom and peace to guide you. You have all the answers in you. You have all the answers already within you. And all it really takes is for you to quiet all of the voices from all the people who have these demands and hear what your heart is telling you. It's time to start listening to that. It's time to start hearing yourself before all others, including me. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. Guys, I gotta go. I'm thinking of being live. No, I'm not. I was going to go live later today to do expedite. I'm going back to sleep after my class. No, I'm going to the gym and then I'm going to sleep. I need to move some of this lymphatic fluid. You guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll see you guys again soon. And I will be posting the link for the 1221 portal. That's a doozy. That is a doozy. Join me for that. That's when I'll go live. Bye, everyone.